Tony the freaking Tiger. They're great. Oh my god, I cannot believe this guy. Anyways, guys, what's up? It's Underlordtico here, and just bringing you guys some character creation, some commentary, showing you guys my little two latest creations I just made out of. I just decided to make these two because I was just kind of bored. I was like, you know what? I need to delete like some of my old ones because I had run out of space. So you can only have up to 50 creations. So I deleted two of them. I made this guy. And the colors, they're not exactly the same. They're not as bright for the two characters. They're not as bright as in the pictures that they're supposed to be. Because somehow whenever you put these colors on these clothes, even though you put the saturation all the way maxed out to 9, the color doesn't come out to be as bright as it should be, as bright as the picture, because depending on the texture and the clothes you're putting it on, you're changing the color on. Sometimes the texture is going to be different and the brightness of the color is going to be different. So this is kind of like as bright as it actually gets. It can get a little bit brighter, but I don't want to make it stand out too much because it will look unrealistic, even though it's not about realism. It's a freaking game anyways. But it's just stony. The only bad thing I don't like about the ears is that about the little ears things that they're pointing. For him, his ears are like roundish or whatever. Also, you can't make, what do you call it? Also, that bandana thingy that's hanging around his neck is bandana scarf sort of thing. It's supposed to be turned the other way, but the game doesn't have a version in this game that's turned the other way, where the back is in the front and the front is in the back. It doesn't have it like that. I don't know. And I looked and looked and looked and it wasn't there. By the way, if anybody's wondering, I believe for both of the customizations for these two characters that I'm about to show you, this one and the one that's coming up next, the one that's coming up next is I believe you gotta be about level 53, so you just gotta level up, to be able to get them, and that's pretty much all you gotta do. So I believe that right now we're gonna see Lenneth, and Lenneth is from a game called Valkyrie Profile. I don't know if some of you guys have heard Valkyrie Profile, Lenneth for the PlayStation 1, I believe it was, and for the PlayStation Portable PSP. I believe we also had Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmaria, in which she also makes an appearance. And I believe right now she's also not Soul Calibur. She's also in Star Ocean 3, Till the End of Times, and she's one of the final secret bosses. It's actually the second strongest secret boss in the game, in which she appears as a chibi, little kid form. And this is Lenneth Valkyrie from that series, and that series actually is developed by the company called Tri-Ace, and it's published by Square Enix. And it's one of the best real-time action RPGs out there. If some of you guys haven't heard of it, then you might have been living under a rock, or you just maybe never owned the PS2 and maybe never played RPGs around that type of RPG, like real-time RPG, action RPGs. This is what what Star Ocean and Valkyrie Profile is like. It's a lot like I would say something like Kingdom Hearts gameplay, but you don't move. If you don't move, then the enemy doesn't move. It's kind of weird, but you guys will need to play it. I would mainly suggest playing the second one, Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmaria. It's for the PlayStation 2. It has awesome graphics. You get to fight against the Nanoth. Man, I'm getting tongue-tied. You get to fight against Odin, and Odin is like the god of all gods. And you get to fight against him. That's all I can say. I mean, you get to fight against him. What more do you want? And Odin is a badass in that game. So this is Lenneth. She's the most badass of the three Valkyries, Silmaria, Hrist, I believe, and Lenneth. And they're called the three Valkyries, the goddesses of fate. And when they fuse, they create Valkyrie. I think that's her name. And yeah, that is pretty much all. I don't know, I'm just giving like a backstory to the whole thing. But anyways, guys, these are the creations. They're not really complicated or anything. So I mean, you guys can see that they're just pretty cool looking, and the colors, they're not really bright because you can't make them as bright as you want. But that is pretty much all, guys. Just hopefully you guys have been having a great day. I've been having a great day. I'll be catching you guys later. Yo, so Underlordtico is out. Peace.